Mr. Coco presents Frida Farrell endured an actual nightmare that she managed to survive. Frida Farrell, model and actress, lived through a nightmare in a Harley Street apartment, one of London's most elegant areas. This traumatic experience occurred when she was 24 years old. It took place disguised as a photo session, where Frida went with the hope of securing modeling work. At that location, she was forcibly drugged and held captive for a continuous span of 3 days. During this time, she endured sexual exploitation at the hands of various men, one of whom was her captor. That moment was the most frightening experience I've ever had. In movies, girls often scream and cry, but that's far from the truth of reality. When facing a bigger man with a kitchen knife, you'd instinctively want to shrink and stay silent. Being discreet and unobtrusive could be your best defense in such a situation. I froze. I recall asking to use the bathroom because I feared I would lose control of my intestines. During this nightmare, Frida attempted to remain calm and negotiate with her captor to preserve her life. She pleaded to be released and promised she would never speak of the incident. Her life hung by a thread. At last, she discovered a chance when her captor inadvertently left the apartment door ajar, allowing her to flee. However, Frida acknowledges the rarity of her escape, as only a small fraction of abducted and exploited women like her manage to break free, with just about 2% finding their way out. The majority stay quiet due to fear, embarrassment, or an inability to find an escape route. Frida made the decision to create a documentary called Apartments 47 to bring attention to the issue of modern slavery and share her own story with the world. Initially, she categorically declined, but eventually she realized that despite the painful process of revisiting her past, narrating her experience became a therapeutic act and a way to help other women steer clear of similar circumstances. The movie depicts in a realistic manner the harsh realities that trafficking victims endure. Even though many years have gone by since Frida was abducted, her captor's identity is still a mystery. Authorities notified her that her captor's photography website was connected to Eastern Europe. However, they discovered that her mobile phone number was associated with a prepaid SIM card and that she had paid the apartment rent in cash. These factors significantly complicated the investigation. Currently residing in Los Angeles, Frida has successfully reconstructed her life. Nevertheless, she remains apprehensive that her abductor may still be at large, posing a threat to other women in a similar manner. It's important to clarify that the police were skeptical about the truthfulness of her account at first because they perceived it as though she had chosen to enter the apartment of her own accord. This type of violence is often seen in such cases. What do you think about this case? Did you see the movie that tells her story? Share your thoughts in the comments.